What's going on, Schmitty crew? Today we are doing the UFC 307 fighters most likely to. The way this is going to work is I'm going to give a prompt and say which fighter is most likely to do that prompt. Starting off, most likely to get kicked in the nuts. Obviously, we got to go with the one, the only, the anabolic Kyle Harrison. Kyle Harrison's probably going to get kicked in the nuts. Maybe when she goes for a judo throw, the other girl accidentally knees her in the balls, you know? Honorable mention, I'm going to go with Alex Pereira. I could see Khalil Roundtree swinging wild, swinging kicks and punches and accidentally clipping Pereira in the nuts. And then maybe, who knows, he'll wipe it up, like wash it off, tell the ref to go away, and then flatline Khalil. Seems to be able to do that. Most likely to forget their game plan. Obviously, we got to go with Big Mouth himself, Kevin Holland. He often does this where if he starts losing a fight, he'll just say fuck the game plan and go out there and just have fun, start talking to the guy and intentionally lose. Honorable mentions Roman Dolidze. I could see after him getting cracked by a right hand from Kevin Holland, he just like thinks he's a striker and goes out there and tries to knock him out and then gets knocked out himself. Mario Batista, I could see him going out there having a competitive first round with Jose Aldo, and then eventually he starts to kind of just get his game plan shut down because Aldo's that fucking good. And then he just starts doing nothing like Jonathan Martinez did. And next, Ihor Peteria. Honestly, he should be number one because it's going to be really hard to implement a game plan when you're flat on your face, knocked the fuck, and choked out all at the same time. Most likely to get booed by the crowd. We got to go with the GOAT, Raquel Pennington. No one's going to be cheering for her. You already know she, hopefully she loses that belt. Honorable mention, Jamal Hill. He's not even fighting, but he's going to be in the crowd. Khalil Roundtree. He's probably going to get booed just because of Alex Pereira, because he is king. Shama. Mario Batista is probably going to get booed because Jose Aldo is a GOAT. Most likely to gas out early. The one, the only, Ryan Spann. Hopefully he retires as well. Honorable mention, Roman Dolidze. And of course, no list would be complete without the GOAT, Shamil Gaziev. Most likely to forget their mouthpiece, probably Tisha Pennington. She doesn't really need it if Carla Esparza is just going to lie on top of her for 15 minutes. Most likely to call out McGregor. Obviously, Joaquin Buckley. Joaquin the Dream. Joaquin. He's already done it before. I could see him doing it again now that McGregor's fight fell through with Chandler and he needs to fight someone. Exciting fight that no one wants to see. Honorable mention, Michael Chandler. You already know. Most likely to fake a glove touch. We got to go with Roman Dolidze. It's worked on Kevin Holland before. Maybe he wants to try it again. It's probably his best path to victory. We'll see what happens. Most likely to miss weight. My guy, Kyle Harrison. Honorable mention, Ryan Spann. This is funny because Ryan Spann has actually missed weight before, but it's still most likely. So I think Kyle Harrison will. Most likely to fail a drug test. This time we're going in a different direction with Kyle Harrison and Khalil Roundtree, who has failed the drug test recently, but again, we're going to go with Kyle Harrison. Moving on. Most likely to stare down the wrong person. Now, no one on this card is that stupid, right? Right? Yeah, of course. Here, enjoy this photo. Bisping and Shara. Most likely to trip on their walkout. Now, who on this card, who in that arena, would be most likely to trip while walking out? I think that Jamal Hill, coming off a Achilles tear and then fucking up his knee before the Roundtree fight that he was supposed to have, is most likely to trip on his way to sitting in his chair. Most likely to fuck up their post fight speech. I'm going to have to go with Raquel Pennington. I just don't think she can do anything right. She's probably going to go on the mic and call out Amanda Nunes, who already beat her. Or she's going to call out like fucking Valentina Shevchenko to come up in weight now that she got her belt back, not realizing that Valentina has literally beat almost every single opponent that Pennington has lost to. And yes, I'm including Nunes in that because I think Valentina beat Nunes in the second fight, arguably 4 rounds to 1. Moving on, Alex Pereira, honorable mention. Not that he would fuck up the speech, but I could see his translator just kind of fucking it up like he did before. Most likely to eye poke, you know who we're going with this, the GOAT, Chris Weidman. Most likely to put on a masterclass, obviously Raquel Pennington. Just kidding, Jose Aldo is probably going to do this. I could see Jose going out there, putting on a masterclass more than anyone else. Only other person that can maybe do it is Poatan himself. Most likely to retire after the fight. This one's easy. Carla Esparza said she's going to retire. But if we see Wonder Boy get finished or lose again in dominant fashion, I could just see him retiring. I mean, he is 41. Same goes with Ovince St. Preux, but he sucks. That's different. And Jose Aldo, he is 38, fighting his last fight on his UFC contract. Maybe he doesn't retire from the UFC, like from combat sports, but he might retire from the UFC again once he's finished his contract and can go make real money boxing. And especially if he loses, he might just have to. Lastly, most likely to go for a takedown when they need a finish with 20 seconds left and they wobbled their opponent. Now, this one's a bit of an at risk because we already know Raquel Pennington isn't going to wobble her opponent, but you never know. It will never happen. All right, that's it for me. See you guys later.